Just like we always do, you know.
Okay.
But now, see, you never learn this now. This is you. You don't even know actually what we're going to do you?
No.
Not really, right?
No.
But you know you're going to learn to cure things.
Yes.
And we're going to cure. Well, we'll get into that right now. You are, say your name.
Molly.
Okay, and this is the Bayard Winfrey Show.
Right. Yeah.
You are about to be trained to follow a thread of signals that you're curing something, to a negative medical test and beyond. That training will come from people like you, who've never cured anything, people who were just getting started, like the people you see these volunteers showing how to cure things in this public class that you're watching. And the training will also come from experienced people, like the volunteers. It will come from people who've been curing things and had a chance to fall on their face a few times, and so can show you what to watch out for and how to pick yourself up after you do fall on your face, which you probably will. Thousands of people have cured medically incurable and potentially lethal diseases with what you're now going to be trained to do. Welcome to the Cure Drive. This video book is lesson 1.
I'm getting my signal, my pinky's moving as that's where I get it.
Okay, good. That's great. That's really what they need to know. Okay.
Okay.
So you now, do you feel any different right now than you did like a few minutes ago?
I feel a little more out here, more present. More, yeah, a little more alive.
How are you guys? Are any of you guys feeling any different? Anyone feeling any different? Any changes?
Yes.
What are the changes?
I have a relaxation in my chest.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
I can breathe better from my nose. Yeah, and I can. Oh, and I'm also breathing a bit better than before. I don't have all the mucus in my throat. Okay, then. Okay, Annalise, you don't need.
There are 4 signals that you're going to be getting that will tell you you're on the right track to cure. Warmer. Hot, you're getting hot. It's a thread of signals that leads you where you need to go. When I said that, I bet 2 of them instantly popped into your mind. What'd you think of that could be signals you're curing something? The first one everybody usually says is a negative medical test. Yeah, that's one. It's one of the 4. And the other one, I bet you know, too. Your symptoms disappear, yes? Now, a third signal is a feeling. And it looks different in different people. You just saw those people getting it. And I want to show you some more people because I want you to learn to recognize this third signal. You may still be far from a negative medical test, but when you get this, it means you're going in the right direction. Keep going in that direction. Keep getting this feeling. And you're going to get a negative medical test.
What you feel. Any differences?
Peace, calm. It's a state of relaxation.
Okay. I want to ask, do you notice a difference in how you feel now compared to how you felt before you started?
Yeah, a little bit more, that's awesome.
How do you feel?
Clear.
Clear?
A little bit more alive.
More alive? Awesome.
When I feel...
When you open, you sort of...
tranquila.
Tranquila, yeah. Tranquil.
I don't know why.
Wow, bueno.
Say yes.
That is so cool.
Yes, sure.
Do you feel different?
Yes, I feel in like the same sense that I feel in Manaka or in Roraima.
Like
I
a...
feel relaxed.
Uh-huh.
Yes, really.
Good.
Take a breath. What's your hurry? You're here. You found it. Well, maybe it's been a long, hard road for you. It is for a lot of people who come in here. Relax. Let it wash over you. This is it, you know. Welcome to sunny Florida. What do you think so far, huh? How do you like them? Well, you better get used to it, because that's what you're going to look like. Hope you like it. Well, if being a bliss ball embarrasses you, just wait till you see how ridiculous the way you get there looks. If you saw somebody cure their herpes, would you cure yours? How about if you knew that you would never get the flu again? What would that be like for you? And you hadn't had a flu shot. How would you feel if you knew your child would never get mumps, chickenpox, measles, no childhood diseases, no cancer? She'd die at the age of 107 after taking a bike ride. Suppose the other mother said to you, all my kids are sick, and you were standing there and you went, you know, my kids never get sick. Would you have the nerve to say that to her? How would you feel responding to that? Suppose you saw on TV that there was an airborne strain of bird flu going around. 800 people in the hospital where you live. 75 deaths in the last 36 hours. It's on the news. You're watching the 6 o'clock news, and you know you caught it yesterday. Because you just called the wife of the guy you carpool with. And she told you he's in the hospital. He's diagnosed. He's got it. And you felt it when he told you he was getting something. He didn't know what it was at the time. And you felt yourself catching it, and you cured it. It was gone before you got out of the car. Suppose you knew there didn't have to be an AIDS epidemic in Africa, that nobody ever has to die of AIDS. Would that make any difference in the way you're living your life? Tell you what, before you start curing things, make me a promise. So you're going to have to get real about curing. Make me a promise that when you know people cure things, that you will do whatever you're able to do, whenever and whatever, with as many people as you're able to do it with, to stop people from getting sick. Make that promise to me right now. Before you do anything. Before you take another step. And obviously you don't have to. I'm a movie. So what? I want you to promise to take action for other people. And right now, what I hear you saying is, oh, sure, no problem. Listen, if this works, I will tell, I'll do whatever I can. I hear that, no good. No good. You are going to have to fight hard for every inch of ground that you take for the rest of your life. You're going to have to get real about curing. This is going to be a continuous day by day recommitment, reevaluation, retaking stock of yourself one day at a time. And the only time that you're going to be certain this works is the moment you're doing it. And every other time, all the other time, you will not know that you're able to cure anything. And your main opponent in this war that you're going to be fighting is you, yourself, your own stupidity, density, cowardice, and what you call selfishness, which you are going to soon find if you get anywhere into this. You will soon realize that what you call selfishness is actually self-defeating and completely interferes with you ever getting what you want, but you don't know that right now. You may think you do, but you don't. You will find out what it is to know that. You, my young friend, have been brainwashed. You're going to have to unbrainwash yourself, because right now you're somebody who doesn't cure things. And that's the brainwashing. And it worked. So that's why this is a very long video book. And you can see the segments of it. You can, if you're on the home page, best way to show you this, okay? That's the home page right there. See it? There you go, buddy. That's the home page. And you can just, right now, if you're on that home page, you can scroll down and you will discover how long this video book is. All of them. That's right, all of those segments. So now you see the segments. And that's why I went through the long and painstaking work of making this video book, which is what it is. It's a video book. I'm Bayard Barnes. I was cure 0 in the cure drive. See the tally there? That's what we're up to right now. I was the first cure that ever got reported. I cured 2 kinds of herpes back in 1993, which is not when I reported it. I reported it when we started the cure drive along with my other cures, but I cured 2 kinds of herpes long ago. And so you're saying, well, did you make that promise that I'm asking you to make? No. I didn't for years. For years. I didn't. And you know what? I just tell you flat, it doesn't get any easier. After you make it, before you make, you might as well make it right now. You might as well just say that you will, you're going to do this, You're going to take responsibility, the responsibility that goes with being able to cure things for other people curing them. You will take that responsibility on you. You might as well say it now, because it never gets any easier. I can tell you from long personal experience and struggling with myself and my own cowardice and stupidity and density and, everything. You don't want to know, okay? You have your own story to experience for yourself. But I will be telling you people's stories as well as showing you people who I could film. Lots of people I was able to film, fortunately. Because there's a lot of really good people who come in here and who work with me and who care about you and who want you to be okay. There's wonderful people. Yep. And the reason I made this long video book is because I saw the people. See these people right here? I have seen a lot of them, not, obviously, not all of them, but enough to watch how they struggle and how they get a negative medical test on herpes or cancer, and then they fall right on their face. Boom, 6 weeks later, Yes, they do. So, okay, it's time to get going. Time to do it. Yes? All right, you're going to watch these people adopt what they do and adapt it to yourself, change it the way you need to. And let's take another breath. Yes. And do it. Start your engines. Start curing. Go ahead and nervous out. But but let go of your arms. Just drop your arms.
Drop my arms.
Let yourself
try to
move
just
around.
Let myself move.
Yeah, let yourself move around. Good.
Okay, just trying to get comfortable.
That's great.
Talking to be out in the woods.
That's just the
Okay.
same as we always do.
Like we
just
always
like
do.
we always
Okay.
do. But now, see, you never learned this. Now, this is you. You don't even know actually what we're going to do you?
No.
Not really, right?
No.
But you're going to learn to cure things.
Yes.
And we're going to cure. Well, we'll get into that right now. You are, say your name.
Molly.
Okay, and this is the Bayard Winfrey Show. we're on the Bayard Winfrey. It's like, relate to it like Oprah, okay? Now, you own a company. You own your own
Yes.
company. You're the CEO.
My husband and I own a small business.
Yeah,
yes.
right. Which you make about taking a gross about $600,000-700,000 a year, something like
Well,
that.
not quite that, but we do okay.
And you have employees, and
We have employees.
the whole lifestyle, the whole
Yeah.
deal. You have a child.
We have one child. He's 5 years old. Connor is.
Oh my God. Okay. And so, and you're like, for people who don't know you, you're like super friendly, and you got millions of friends, and like everybody loves you. Because I know you. See, so I know all this stuff about you. Cause
I guess I'm likable. Yeah.
yeah, I'll just say that because I can vouch for you. You're
Okay.
definitely likable, and also you just have a lot of wonderful things in your life. You have a wonderful. I met your husband once, and I know you have a wonderful relationship, and you have he's your type.
Yes.
See, I can tell that. I can look at a couple and go, oh, he's her type.
He
or
is. He
she's
is.
his type. And so on. And in the middle of this, you're hit with a major health crisis.
Yeah.
And you're on medication.
Yes.
And the reason we're talking about this is because the approach that you're going to be taught to cure this now is exactly the approach that people thousands of people have used this to cure lethal and incurable diseases all over the world, such as lupus, fibromyalgia, cancer, herpes. I cured 2 kinds of herpes. I had them both. HSV1 and 2, lip and genital. I had them both. I was having herpes outbreaks for 28 years. So, and the thing that you have to cure is
Anxiety and depression. Anxiety and depression, really.
And your medication cocktail that they've got you on
is small doses Xanax and Trazodone to help me sleep. Our business just overwhelms me.
Yeah, okay. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to cure what you've got to cure, which is not going to be as easy as curing herpes. Because herpes is what we call an easy disease. Flu, 5 minutes. When you walk away from this taping session, you're going to be able to cure the flu. Okay, you won't get the flu. You'll never get the flu again. But you'll still be, clinically depressed, possibly for months.
Yeah.
What are the chances when you cure it of your doctor saying, hey, you're cured, we'll get rid of the medication?
That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want to be on medication.
Is your doctor the kind of person who would give you that acknowledgement?
You know what? My new doctor would, I think. Yes.
He would, okay. All right, well then we can play around with that. Okay, so what are the symptoms? I mean, you already told us a little about it, like it's just, you're overwhelmed by your business. Do you understand that that's a symptom? That isn't normal?
Yeah.
It's not normal to be overwhelmed by your business. You don't have to be.
Right.
That doesn't have to be there. It's like herpes pustules don't have to be there. Your face doesn't have to go into a lupine state when because you have lupus. This doesn't have to be. Yeah, can you reorient yourself to see that?
Yeah.
What would you be like if you weren't like that? If you didn't have this?
Oh God.
You already became like that in a little bit, just there.
Yeah, just a wonderful thing. Because obviously with our economy and our business is related to the auto industry and just the gas price, everything just overwhelms me. And I start to have, I go into it now, but if people could understand panic attacks.
You have panic attacks?
I have panic attacks. And
okay.
I also suffer from, I'll get the herpes that
Oh, you do?
comes on
Well, we'll
too.
cure that.
It comes on all at once, but obviously I have to take medication.
It can be a graduation disease.
It's both things at once, and that's how I feel. The stress is just
Do you take medication for the herpes?
when it comes on, when I'm overstressed,
Then
I take Valtrex, yes.
But you don't have to take it all the time, just
No.
when you get the outbreak.
Yeah,
That's the only time you take
when
it.
I feel it coming on.
Okay, so instead of doing that, you could opt to just cure it and not
Yes.
get the outbreak,
I
yes?
would love that, yeah.
Okay, well then you can test. This can be your way of testing that you can cure stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can cure the depression you'll know that you can cure things because you cure the herpes, you see? Isn't that good?
Yes.
So herpes can be a blessing.
Yes, a great thing.
You know, I've actually walked through this park and thanked God for giving me herpes because I'd be dead. I would have gotten cancer in my 40s. I started having prostate problems.
Really?
I took a lot of acid in the 60s. You know, and those people got, like Jerry Garcia, they got prostate. Tim Leary died of prostate. And I started getting it. Then I learned how to cure things, and I never had any more problems with my prostate.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
You're going to look for a signal coming through one of your hands. So you should let go of your hands and relax them. And just, ask this question, can I cure things?
Can I cure things?
And look for a signal like a movement or a pulsing coming through one of your fingers. And see if you get anything like that.
I'm getting something in my left hand.
And what is
left
that?
Finger. It's
Okay.
pulsing.
Very good, very good. Just do that again. It doesn't have to be like it was. Ask the question again, see if it comes again.
Okay. Can I cure things? Yeah, it's a slight pulsing in this finger.
Okay. Now ask, can I kill a virus?
Can I kill a virus?
And see if you get anything on that. Tell me if you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's that? What does that feel like?
It's a pulsing also, but
Okay.
it's now like I'm down here.
Oh, I see. Oh, I saw that it's behind the
Yeah.
camera. I didn't catch it at first. Okay. Nice. Did you feel any different just then when that happened?
Yeah.
Like, what was that difference?
Now connecting to my ability to control my immune system. And I'll repeat it again for you. After you say that, you want to pay attention to how you're feeling in your hands. So, I'm sorry. So, if you get a tingling or sometimes like a throbbing sensation, or it might even be a twitch, just let me know when you feel that, and that's your yes. That's you're asking a question, that's your yes. So, I'm now connecting to my ability to control my immune system. I'm now connecting to my ability.
How about, like, ask if, can I kill a virus? Try that.
Can I kill a virus?
See if you get a signal. Feel your hands and ask, can I kill a virus, and see if you get a signal.
Can I kill a virus? I don't see any signals.
Can you feel anything? Do you feel any change?
My
I'm trying-
pinky's kind of tingling. This
That's
one.
the signal.
Okay. Okay.
See, the interesting thing is, like, if you look in your head, right, like what your head is saying is, God, I don't even know what's going on here, right?
Right.
Something along those lines. It's me too, you know. But there is something coming in right down there, see? And that is this is how these people cure these things. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's that? What does that feel like?
It's a pulsing also, but
Okay.
it's now like I'm down here.
Oh, I see. Oh, I saw that it's behind the
Yeah.
camera. I didn't catch it at first. Okay. Nice. Did you feel any different just then when that happened?
Yeah.
Like, what was that difference?
Connecting to my body, kind of
Mm-hmm.
a relaxing feeling.
Which is what everybody says they get that.
Yeah.
That's the same exact thing, except as you go on with this, it's going to have all kinds of different variations of the feeling. Now, this feeling, this good feeling
Yes.
we're experiencing, that's a signal. you are now going to be trained, should you choose to accept your training. Your mission impossible, should you choose to accept it, will be to follow a thread of signals to and beyond a negative medical test. So you're going to get a negative medical test, and then you're going to go past that. Okay, so is it obvious to you at this point what Molly is doing? See, of course, she's getting a signal. And then she is also coming to grips with the signal. She has to understand what the signal means. She has to interpret the signal. It's a yes-no answer to a question, but the questions themselves, are not that clear. So you go through this whole process of getting a perspective by interpreting. You have to interpret the signals, and one way of doing that is to notice how you feel. What's the difference in the way you feel? Do you feel any different? And that's where the signals clarify themselves, and they indicate more questions to ask. And you continue, asking questions. So if you've already started doing this, which is fine, you'll be listening to me and you'll hear what I'm saying and ask questions. And also, sometimes you'll just get a spontaneous finger movement suddenly. Or whatever she said, like some people get other things. I don't remember exactly what her signal was, but, and yours will be somewhat different possibly when you start. But it'll suddenly happen in the middle of me talking. And you'll go, what? Why did that happen? What was he saying, Or what was I thinking? And then you have to interpret your spontaneous signal. But this is all about the interpretation of signals. That's where the sophistication comes in. And what you're going to be trained to do is to follow a thread of these signals. So it's obvious then that you're going to watch these people and start doing it, adopt what they're doing. Now another thing, it's probably, it just confuses certain people, get kind of confused about that. Here's Molly, she's got these two entirely different things. She's got depression and she's got herpes. And then, in addition to that, you're going to find she has other things. You will also find, the more you mess with this, the more you will find things to cure. Bajillions of things to cure, okay? That's how it goes, And sometimes you have to cure a lot of those other things to cure the thing you came in to cure, like, let's say she came in to cure her depression. Then I found out she had herpes. And I went, oh goody, because you can cure that too. Boy, oh boy, we're getting more cures now. This is how we got the 65,000 cures that you see up on the web. Because people cured their depression and their herpes. And yes, the things you do to cure herpes are different than the things you cure to cure depression, or to cure anxiety, or to cure cancer. And so now you understand why we have a web college. If you were wondering, why do they have a web college? This lesson is so complete. It's hours long, What do they need with a college? Well, we don't. I already cured my herpes. You need the college. You're the one that needs the college. We put it here for you. Aren't we nice? Don't you love us? Aren't you grateful? Oh boy. Well, this gift that you're receiving is coming not just from Molly and I and the other people who you've already seen, and, but the gift is being given to you by thousands of people who came before you. Thousands of people have come before you and allowed me to see them in one way or another, through their email or by me being present with them when they were curing things, or by my filming them, or other volunteers filming them as they were curing things, and by them volunteering to be in the Cure Show. There's a whole different page of, there's many Cure Show pages now with Cure Shows about cancer and herpes and rosacea and fibromyalgia and all these different diseases that people have done Cure Shows where you actually hear the person curing the disease on the air. Usually 3 or 4 volunteers show up, and it's one guest with 3 or 4 volunteers curing the disease. The guest is curing the disease, with the volunteers coaching him through the cure. And so you should be grateful to the community. This gift comes from the community, and you should be grateful because gratitude helps you cure things. From these the gift from these many thousands of people, of whom I am now going to tell you a story about one of them, one of these people. The month is October, or late October, early November, 1995. And I get a call from a frantic friend named Bill Pelly, who just got the death sentence from his doctor. He went across the street, his doctor's office was across from Bill's condo, to get his usual checkup, medical checkup, and he tested positive for hepatitis B. He was in terror. I just was, and my heart sank. It was for me, the elevator cable snapped. My stomach went into my mouth. I just was, oh God. You see, Bill was no ordinary friend. Bill had been one of my students since 1981. I used to do seminars, not in this. I hadn't discovered that I didn't know you could cure things when I was doing the seminars. That's actually when I found out, not through the seminars or anything, but anyway, and I wasn't doing them at this point, but Bill had stuck around, and he looked to me, okay? Bill, a lot of people were like that. He looked to me like, plus, I'd cured my herpes a few years previous to that. I had 2 kinds of herpes. Lip and genital. I had them both. 1993, I cured my herpes. That was cure 0. 2 kinds of herpes, cures 0 and 1. And I got herpes in 1966 from a nurse. Oh God. And I had been telling people, it took me a while to realize that I'd cured my herpes, but then I started telling people, hey, I cured my herpes, And this did not mean that I knew Bill could cure hepatitis B, or that I was going to be able to know how to tell him what to tell him so that he could, or anything. And my hands were ice cold. I was holding the phone. But I didn't show Bill that. That would have been counterproductive. Well, Bill, what are you going to do? See, I was the only person who Bill could call about this. His doctor didn't have any cure for it. If I couldn't cure it, he was a dead duck. So I said, come over. I told him, come right over. Get here, at 4 o'clock. We're going running. And wear your running clothes, I told him. And I hung up the phone, And I said, this better work. Now, you know, stupid people come in here and listen to this movie, and they're going to think I mean running cures hepatitis B. It doesn't, okay? You're being shown how to cure it, so relax, enjoy. You can be stupid, but you deserve love anyway, and we will help you, okay? We're here. We're here for you. I want you to know that. You know, there's a lot of people who are here for you. The title of this movie is How to Get a Negative Medical Test. And this is a movie, this lesson, lesson 1, is about becoming someone who cures things. Most people, when they start this lesson, are people, there's somebody who doesn't cure things. This is, you know, probably you. People don't cure things. You know that, right? They get sick with them. They let it run its course. They die of it. Or they take drugs to get rid of it. People host things their entire lives, and they die of them or from them or with them and still in place. And what you're doing here is you aspire to be someone who cures things. And there are thousands of people who want this for you, many of whom don't know you, but they still want it for you. And then there are some people who love you, who do know you, who are like your kids. Your kids want you to be somebody who cures things. The people you work with want you to be somebody. They may not know this. They may not even know they like you, but they want you to be somebody who cures things. And they will make fun of you. When you tell them, hey, I'm learning how to cure things, and they go, really, Mom? You mean we're going to have to eat tofu again for a week? No, this isn't tofu, you can tell them, you know. But you know what? They may make fun of you when you tell them, you know, about you're doing this or whatever. But you know what they don't make fun of? When you say, I don't get sick, I win. Disease meets me, disease dies. Then they don't make fun anymore. I fear no disease, for I am the meanest SOB in the valley. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play... Right?
Hi, I'm Barb.
Hey, okay. And how long ago did you actually start getting signals? Like, when did you first start getting signals?
Actually, I remember first getting a signal here. It was in Santa Fe, in Galisteo. I was at my girlfriend's house with Toby. It was about 1994, I guess. Yeah.
You started in 1994.
Yeah, started testing and accessing.
Okay, good. So that would be 14 years ago, pretty much.
I'm an old timer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've been on to this for about 14 years. And just give us a grocery list of the things that you cured right now. Okay?
Gosh. At that time, I was accessing information. I just used it for kind of knowing things and helping other people. And then once I had a herpes outbreak, that was also in late 94. And when I got that, I was like, whoa, well, how did that happen? It happened once. And then I kept removing the herpes virus, and I never got that again.
Okay, so you haven't had a herpes outbreak since 1994.
Yeah, since 1994. I also had, when I was younger in college, I had a Epstein-Barr, which was basically like, they called it mononucleosis in those days. And I kind of had a chronic fatigue syndrome, I guess you'd say, in 97, 96. Sort of combined with a little problem I had with drug use. And that, I used my accessing to clear that up too. I removed the virus, number one, and I started using it to remove cravings. So that helped me.
When did you remove the Epstein-Barr virus? What year?
I think that was when I was with you in 97, 98. I got really more precise about, learning my 12 bodies and getting the Epstein-Barr virus out. I actually got my blood tested, I guess it was 3 or 4 years ago, because I was just curious to get my blood type. I wanted to know my blood type, and I wanted to check other things, and it didn't show up at all in my blood test, so it was really clinically gone.
So you got a negative medical test.
Yeah, negative medical on herpes and Epstein-Barr, both of them gone. Mm-hmm.
That would be 2004.
Right. And then
SOB in the valley. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play, right? Okay. Okay, so now watch these kids. You know what? For anybody who might be having a little trouble with this, I was thinking, maybe if I give you a 6-year-old as a teacher, you'll decide there's hope for you. This kid's been doing this since he was 4. His friends who he's teaching are brand new. They have never done it before. Okay, so this is how brand new people relate to this when they're short.
Okay, what you have to do is get your hand like this, and then just leave it still like Jello, and then. Okay, so you have your hand like this, and what I just say, now connecting to my ability to control my immune system. Sorry, I couldn't hear that. Sorry. Say, I'm now connecting to my ability to control my immune system. Okay. Out loud. It doesn't matter. Yes, out loud. Okay. I am now connecting to my belly to control my immune system.
Okay, you know what? We're going to have to continue this in the next segment. Because, as I said before, these movies have to be of a limited length, and I think I'm running over time here. So, it's here's the website once again, and you just go to this website and click on the movie right below where you see this one. This one will start playing automatically there, and the other movie will play. I'll see you there. See you in number 2. Segment 2.